What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Von Miller is a pretty interesting character. Great linebacker, won a Super Bowl with the Broncos. He is now on the Los Angeles Rams. And interestingly enough, the Rams were a great team before trading for Von Miller. They are now 0-3 since he's arrived. And I don't know why that could be, but they have Odell Beckham now, and they're just trash right now, okay? But I want to deal with black men and their dating choices, especially athletes, right? And we talk about it all the time here in this community, but I want to make notice of what some black men do. We want to hold women accountable for making bad choices in men and then crying about it. Well, some black men do that too, right? And this is a great case of a black man choosing a woman who is obviously not a wife material, obviously not mother material to your standards, but because she got a big old booty clapping sounds, you want to go ahead on and shoot the club up, get a baby, and then complain about it. All right? I'm guilty of this. Thank God I never got anybody pregnant, but I've done the same thing. Get with somebody I knew that wasn't about nothing. Then when something happens that's bad, I want to get mad. Right? And as men, we got to stop that. Including you, including me. Now, Von Miller is dealing with this chick by the name of Denise. IG model. Looks pretty good. If you go on her Instagram, we won't show the pictures because it's so explicit. Boob job. I mean, there's a lot of thought and up going on there, okay? Let's just be honest. This is not the kind of woman that you would think about, like, I want to marry her and bring her home to my mom. No offense to her, but if you go and look at her profile, what would anybody really, just look at it. She looks like a lady that is trying to be a booty model. She's not a bad-looking lady or anything like that, but she just doesn't look like the kind of woman that's concerned about being somebody's wife, in my opinion, or somebody's mother. Okay, that's just me. I don't know. I could be wrong. But obviously, Von Miller feels the same way. Okay? And while it was her birthday, Von Miller took the immature approach of sneak dissing her. Because they've had some previous problems. People said that he hit her before. They've had, big issues in the past. And we all know that, right? And I'm not going to go into that and all those allegations. He's under criminal investigation right now about domestic violence. And she said it's not true. But I want you to look at what he said on his Instagram, all right, on her birthday. Sad music. Good morning. Shout out to all the real moms who always put their kids first. Stop the show. See how petty this is? Like, bro, you're 32 years old, acting like a teenager. We all know who you're talking about. You stop being stupid. Sad music. Being a great mom is way more than just putting your kids in your Instagram bio. Stop the show. Stop the show. Okay. If that's the case, why did you sleep with her in the first place? All right? Why did you shoot the club up? You wasn't thinking about that when she was twerking on you. Okay? You wasn't thinking about that when you was hitting it from the back, was you? No. You didn't care anything about that. So why are you crying about it now? Okay? Why? You knew the lady, she didn't pretend to be somebody that she's not. You knew that about her when you started messing with her. So why are you over here pretending to be mad now? Okay? Why? She let you know, just like Peter Washington, you knew. Okay? And again, we know we're talking about you. He's talking about her because look at this. On her Instagram bio, what does she have? Cincy and Val's mommy. So she got 2 kids. One of them probably is not from you. I mean, you see how petty that is? I mean, that is stupid. Let's continue to go, okay? To all sad music, to all you super moms, you are appreciated. Stop the show. You're done. It's appreciated. So you can't even spell. It's always you linebackers and running backs that can't spell. Why? Sad music, and shout out to my mom, Mama the Millennium. She's never missed anything I've ever done. Stop the show. So you want to get mad at the chick who you was messing with that you chose that missed everything that you ever done. Well, you slept with her. She's sad music. She's always supported me and been there for me. She never handed her job over to someone else for the weekend. Ha! Stop the show. So your baby mama is for the streets, and she's handing your kids over, or you're one of your kids over for the weekend to somebody else. Well, I mean, you knew that when you met her. Sad music. She was always there for me and my brother. She took care of both her kids. Stop the show. She has 2 kids, so he's making sure that she knows he's talking about her. Okay, got it. And she was never on autopilot with us. God, I thank you for my mom. Thank you for all the small things she's done, like getting me dressed in my bed so I can sleep 5 minutes longer before school, LOL. To the big things like being in my life constantly, never putting her job on her mother or her friend. Stop the show. So basically, your baby mama is leaving your kids with the grandma. That's what IG models tend to sometimes do, okay? You knew that already. Stop, just be quiet. My mom is the best type of mom, and I thank you for God for my mom and other moms like her. Stop the show. Well, maybe what your mom didn't teach you, Mr. Miller, is how to be accountable for your own actions. You know, maybe outside of tackling people and sacking quarterbacks and recovering fumbles, maybe you ought to realize that you're in control of your own destiny as a black man. And you went out there and you chose her. Deal with it. Just like I have to deal with it. Every other guy has to deal with it. All right? And this right here is nonsense. I can see if the lady looked a little bit more respectable and a little bit more presentable, and maybe you got tricked into that. But it's clear as day when you met her, she was already letting you know what kind of woman that she was portraying out there. Okay? I don't know the lady personally, but if you look at her Instagram, I mean, hey, like I said, doesn't seem like the kind of woman to me that I'm like trying to walk down the aisle with, bro. It would appear that who she's trying to gauge is the hip hop community, the party community, you know, kind of, you know, the for the streets community. I don't know, but that's what it looks like. Any man of any sense is gonna say, this kind of lady right here, based off of what I see from her, what I know about her and her life, I'm not gonna be sleeping with her. But you don't have no values for yourself. You're just an athlete. And you have a lot of money. You don't care anything about yourself. Because if you did, you wouldn't be dealing with her. Now you're paying her child support while she goes out, takes your kids to her grandmother's house, okay? Or her friends, and she goes out and dates other guys with your money. But she didn't force you to deal with her. You wanted to deal with her because you wanted to. So now deal with it. Just like we tell women the same thing. Deal with it. And I'm kind of tired of stuff like this. And a lot of guys, we have to really be honorable to a certain degree. Even me, I have this problem. I find myself even today, girls I've dealt with in the past, and none of them tricked me. Okay? Yeah, I've been lied to. I have been swindled. Absolutely. And that's a part of their credibility. But when you know, you know. Okay? When you know, you know. And if you look at this lady, it's obvious that this is not the kind of woman that, you know, you would probably want to be with. But she was the kind of woman that you wanted to sleep with. Now deal with it, bro. Just shut up. Like, we're tired. Go help the Rams win. They're 0-3 since you're there. You're too busy on Instagram and not tackling people. Bye. So, guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Drunk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe with the bell. Check out the first come to the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at all-time high.